freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?
Tap in, check in. Can you hear me? Can you hear me talking? Can you hear me talking? Can you hear me calling you? Checking all angles, checking the stuff. Got my coffee here, a little bit of espresso, a little soy milk. People tell me soy milk is not good for you. Do you guys know anything about this? Like, nobody really serves it a lot anymore. We hear you loud and clear. Thank you. Thank you, Patriot. I salute you. Mackenzie Motorsports. Okay, let's get out there and from, as they say. Secret Service Sam here on Samson's World, where court, culture, and comedy literally collide. Hello, Secret Service Sam. Hey. Anne Marie Lou 701. How do you do? Very excited, guys. Happy Monday to you. I'm very, very excited. Tonight, I am on Monday Rays at the Hollywood Improv. That is D. Ray Davis's room. I'm always very excited to get to play the main room at the Hollywood Improv. It's exciting, makes you feel good. They're one of the only clubs that actually gives you like some free drinks and free food. They let you park for free. They treat the comedians actually with respect. You like almond milk glaze, mama? That's dope. Yeah, I can't really get into the almond or the oat milk. I don't know if there's something wrong with me. Of course, they say, Sam, what about the coconut milk? But what about, Mackenzie Motorsports? He's up on that almond too. Okay. Somebody said Diddy still has not filed a notice of appeal. I have a strong feeling they are waiting for a Trump pardon this week. I think you are. I think you're absolutely right. I mean, I have right here a quote directly from the president. I have a lot of people that have asked me for pardons. I call him Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy, yeah. He asked me for a pardon. No big deal. I might do it if he buys enough Trump meme coins. What do you guys think? I agree with you. I think they withdrew that appeal because I think a Trump pardon is probably being talked about. But let me take a little sip of the lip. Can you hear that? That's like the ASMR. That's really good. My son, my oldest, he goes to sleep every night listening to that ASMR. It's just a lady in her nails going, let's go to sleep. How are you doing? What's going on? That's so crazy. Me and my brother, before we went to sleep, used to listen to Alice's Restaurant. Anybody remember that? Arlo Guthrie. Where you can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Just pop right in, it's around the back. Just try you can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, folks. Off the top of the hour, it is about 5:05 Eastern Standard Time. It is 2:05 here in Los Angeles. Beautiful, beautiful downtown Los Angeles. It is a little bit of an overcast day today. Some news off the block. There is actually kind of a homeless encampment I've been trying to help clear up in my neighborhood because there's like people are dealing heroin, people are smoking heroin. It's just a crazy situation. And a guy actually allegedly died from heroin in the RV that's parked down there. And they just sealed the RV up. I hope they got the guy out. I'm imagining they did because obviously, but they left the RV there. I'm like, can we just tow it along, man? This is where Dodger traffic comes, is where, you know, people come from all over the world now to Dodger Stadium to see O'Shea Ohtani. They love him, man. But really, the man is Freddie Freeman, if you're asking me. They should give Ohtani's paycheck to Freddie Freeman because Freddie Freeman, he clutches, you know? He always comes through on the clutch. Ohtani's amazing. Don't get me wrong. Not a great gambler. Anyway, but guys, this is crazy. If you didn't just see this, DJT has apparently during this shutdown, and we know we're blaming it on the Democrats, of course. This shutdown
now fired everybody in the special
education.
education department. They've laid them all off. So now kids who have special needs, my wife works with kids with special needs.
Yep. I was special needs.
Are not going to get the funding they need. What are we doing? These are our most vulnerable children. Why are we not protecting, you know, this whole administration by covering up these files? We're not protecting Epstein our kids. Files. And I feel like that is something that is paramount. That is America first, is protecting our children. So, guys, I think it's time to start ask yourselves as humans, as people, what are we doing here? How far do you want to let one man with little fingers go? Unchecked, ego, lies, hidden behind the Lord. What is going on here? Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you guys thinking here, Mackenzie? Is that where the funds were really going to? I mean, who knows, man? Blaze Mom 1115 on Instagram says, I read your comment regarding your wife working with the special needs population. I'm a special educator in New Jersey. The dismantling of the special ed department is part of Project 25 agenda. Outrageous, she says. Yeah. I remember sitting at dinner with a friend who was voting Trump, and I said, yo, man, the Project 25, that's not real. You're being paranoid, Sam. And I was like, nice. And then he said, oh, I don't know anything about Project 2075. And now Russ out, he's a very good friend of mine. Let's pull him in. You know, it's funny how all of his very good friends, he doesn't know all of a sudden when it's not convenient. Anyway, did you guys see this? Okay, I imagine a lot of you guys. Oh, well, let me lighten it up a little bit before I jump into this. Hold on. Happening in your world, it's your world. Thank you, Sam. That was beautiful. Did you see Hillary Baldwin got kicked off Dancing with the Stars? It just made me happy in a world filled of sadness. Check this out. This was her excuse. She said people were bullying her.
I did get bullied off the show.
I did get bullied off the show.
I did, that is for sure.
It's for sure.
That is for sure.
That's for sure. Why is she talking quick?
Yeah.
Did you guys notice how she got quiet? I did get bullied off the show. That's for sure. That was so weird. And her accent, I mean, Hilaria, guys, she grew up in Boston. She's pretty obnoxious. What do you guys think of Hilaria Baldwin? I know what Alec Baldwin thinks about her. He's got 7 kids with her. He's like, I can't divorce her. She'll take all my money. So I just have to sit there. Take it. Take that. Diddy style, man. Can't do anything. Moving over to the left. I don't know if you guys heard about this story. This is not the left. You know, guys are left or right. It's just in my grid here of videos. Very sad story. There was a man who had been wrongfully imprisoned for 43 years. Gets out, and ICE takes him right back in. Listen to AI Sam here.
This is such a painful story I've just heard about. An Indian man named Suba who served 43 years in prison, and he was found innocent, let go. He gets out and then is picked up by the really freeze cold people.
That's ICE.
And put right back in. Because I guess he had some substance offense when he was 19 years old before the prison sentence that he was put in for. And then literally the minute he walks out, a free man after being in prison for 43 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, could you imagine that? This is our and courts are really messed.
Yeah, agreed. Thank you, AI Sam, for that report. It was a crazy story, guys. I saw it on Aaron Parnas. If you guys don't follow him, he's a pretty good independent journalist, one of the tops. Yes, it is insane, Blaze Mom. But this case was Suba. The guy was wrongly convicted, served 43 years in prison, got out. ICE was there to get him on a deportation charge, which I guess when he was 19, he got caught with drugs or something like that. And they had put on a deportation charge. And so I guess, look, I mean, God, it's just brutal. I don't know. I mean, could you imagine though being wrongfully convicted of something and serving 43 years? That's your whole life, and then it's just all BS. And the minute you're like, they take you right back in. I mean, that's hell on earth. It's just terrible to hear stories like that. But I gotta let you guys know about this now. This is hilarious. Have you guys seen Turning Point USA? Right, because everybody is mad at Bad Bunny. Is anybody mad at Bad Bunny in the comments, or do you guys, are you guys going to be boycotting the Super Bowl halftime show? I saw something very interesting because a lot of people were not smart. Uh-oh, let me make sure speakers and everything. Can you guys hear me? Check in, Patriots. Hold on. We should be good. Yep. Okay. All right. Can you guys hear me? We lost sound there for a second, but we're back into it. I just want to bring you guys in on this. I think this is hilarious. So Turning Point USA is doing their own Super Bowl show, right? Here it is next to me. Do you guys see that? So, and I don't know if this is verified. This has been going around the interwebs. I don't know if any of you guys can verify this for me out there, but they're saying it's Kid Rock, America's halftime show, right? Because Bad Bunny is not America's halftime show. Oh, that was what I was going to show you guys. This is, let me see. Hold on. There's all these other, okay. Super Bowl halftime performers throughout the years that were not American citizens. For anybody who's like, we need an American citizen. Enrique Iglesias, not a citizen, 2000. U2, not a citizen, 2002. Shania Twain, not a citizen, 2003. Is she Canadian? I didn't know. Something. Paul McCartney, boom, that hurts. Not a citizen, 2005. Rolling Stones, not citizens, 2006. Coldplay, not a citizen, 2016. Shakira, one of my favorites, not a citizen, 2020. The Weeknd, not a citizen, 2021. Where's he from? Rihanna, not a citizen, 2023. Bad Bunny, citizen of the United States. So, guys, I'm not sure where all the rage comes from. Also, real quick, this is beautiful. To all my Patriots in Portland, naked bike riders protest the icy cold people in Portland, Oregon. Mad respect to you guys. They're letting it all hang out. Anyway, I'm digressulating. So, free Suba. I have to remind people of that. So, let's keep going. TPUSA. So, here is something I found so funny. I saw this lineup. Now, you guys know they're doing this lineup because they don't feel Bad Bunny represents America, represents Christian values. And I just find this so hysterical because the people that they have on this lineup who supposedly represent Christian values, we have Kid Rock, who in 2004 at the Super Bowl cut a hole in an American flag and wore it as a poncho. Very American. Also in 2006, he appeared in a sex tape with Scott Stapp, the lead singer of Creed, right? A Christian band, okay? With 4 girls going after it. There's a sex tape, okay?
I mean, that's a Super Bowl halftime with Christian values already. Ted Nugent. They want Ted Nugent. Okay. Ted Nugent. Let me read this a little bit about Ted Nugent. This cracks me up. Ted Nugent, 1981 song Jailbait, describes having sex with a 13-year-old girl. He admitted to several affairs with underage girls. In a Behind the Music episode, musician Courtney Love claims that she performed oral sex on Nugent when she was 12. On a later occasion, she said she was 14. In 1978, Ted Nugent began a relationship with 17-year-old Hawaii native Pele Massa. However, they could not marry due to the age difference. To get around this, Nugent joined Massa's parents in signing documents to make himself her legal guardian. Christian values on display. Make sure you watch that halftime show. So, isn't that hilarious? Wow. Then we have Jason Aldean. Jason Aldean apparently has some racist song lyrics, folks. He got caught cheating on his wife in 2012. Family Values show. Thank you. I'm definitely going to tune into Turning Point USA for this Family Values show. Jason Aldean accused of promoting violence and racism. Lyrics. Critics say the lyrics, which include lines like, try that in a small town, see how far you make it down the road. And around here, we take care of our own, implying vigilantism against outsiders and those who don't conform to small town ways. Video imagery. The music video intersperses shots of Aldean with footage of protests, vandalism, and police encounters, which critics felt was a response to racial justice movements. This is crazy. The video was filmed at the Maury County Courthouse in Columbia, Tennessee, the site of the 1927 lynching and 1946 race riots, leading some to accuse the song of having a pro-lynching undertone. That's America. Fuck yeah. America first, guys. Aaron Lewis, Stain singer, highlight. It's been a while since I can feel it for now, and it's been a while. I love that song. But Aaron Lewis flubbed the national anthem lyrics. He really didn't have too much on him. Like, honestly, I went through all these names and I just looked up their name and sexual assault, and most of them had some. But Aaron Lewis did not. He was just accused of, basically, he did the national anthem, totally messed up the lyrics, so quite American. And then he had a picture of 24 dead coyotes arranged in a picture to spell out Trump. Creepy and weird, and PETA did not like it. Country star John Rich, as you can see on the flyer, will be playing. He's charged with assault and harassment and an ongoing dispute with a former Nashville Star contestant. Lee Greenwood was actually the cleanest on here, and I think Speaker Mike Johnson was right. He's a good role model for children. Yeah, so creepy the way he said that. Lee Greenwood, the only thing I could find on him is that he said immigrants are coming to kill you. Okay, such a nice thing to say. And then, not a surprise. Well, it is a surprise that this guy's making the lineup again. I don't know if this is real, guys. It's all alleged. Let me know in the comments. Forgiato Blow, who blows, he's that weird MAGA rapper, has a pro-lynching song that says, hang them up high at sundown. All Christian values, all American values on the Turning Point USA Super Bowl halftime show, where Jesus might even show up if you're lucky. I don't know. Look busy. Jesus is coming. Anyway, I'm digressing. That's that. Patriots. Here's what's happening in your world. It's your world. Here is something crazy that happened actually in my world. Here at Huntington Beach, California, there was a very scary helicopter crash. Check this out, everybody.
I changed his mind.
He changed his mind. No, lady.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Another view. Oh my God. 5 people went to the hospital. There was a little girl who was actually trapped under the wreckage. Somebody had said, I believe she had gotten out, but this is just crazy, man. Crazy.
What did you guys see that? I mean, it's pretty nuts-aramas up in here. Guys, I want to get to something that's been a little bit on my mind in the Joe Brogan sphere, okay, of comedy. If you guys don't know, finally comedians are starting to pull away from the Joe Brogan sphere. I will actually pull up this tape of Bobby Lee actually giving it to Ari, not Ari Shaffir, this comedian. Let me see. Let me pull this clippy uppy for you. Hold on, is it here? Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Okay. Is this? No, this is Joe Rogan looking at AI. No, that's not it. Well, folks, I'm looking for it. Anyway, how about in the meantime, I do love me. Have you guys been
rolling
seeing
in, run two?
Look at the speed building on that chair. He's locked
Big
in.
pump coming up the wall.
Launching 420 tailspin attempt.
He loads it, can't find the landing.
Sideways.
Absolutely.
Have you guys been seeing those? I mean, those are some of my favorites, these AI clips. Anyway, I'm digressulating. So anyway, Joe Rogan, guys, here's the point I would like to make. Joe Rogan regularly has this man on.
And they're like,
Dave Smith, whatever. I don't know if you guys have seen him, if you're familiar with him. He has a podcast called The Legions of Skanks with Luis Gomez and Big J Okerson. All these guys are in the alt-right comedy scene in Austin, right? The Comedy Mothership host, the Tony Hinchcliffe Kill Tony show. They're all friends. They're all buddies. This whole comedy gang, alt-right gang. So here's Sam. They're saying, Sam, get to the point. Dave Smith. Here's a clip of Dave Smith with Nick Fuentes.
Fools, A+, like this, A+, this, A+, crime, A+, this, A+, and they go diversity, D-. And I was like, cool. Like, I mean, and it's, again, it's not like I don't care, but it's like those other things are important to me.
Right,
and they do seem to be attached to this one. And so it's like, I think in order to kind of put this fire out, you would have to there would have to be some type of system where it's like, look, like white people are... they can't be discriminated against under the law, and they can't be discriminated against in other ways either. And they have to also be allowed to say what they want to say. And to your point, there are legitimate grievances that black people have. I mean, there is no, I
mean, dude, this guy is trash. And Joe Rogan regularly has him on this show. He's on the Legion of Skanks at Skank Fest, a comedy festival. And this guy is on a podcast. He was so excited to have a 3-hour conversation with Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes, who's the guy who famously said, "Your body, my choice, your body, my choice." One of the most awful, he's an open racist. He's an open everything terrible. And Dave Smith is excited to interview him. Big J Okerson has a podcast and Luis Gomez called Legions of Skanks, where they had Malik S on and everything was a racist joke. And I didn't know about Dave Smith. I didn't know he was this little proud boy. But you have to ask yourself, Joe Rogan, how are you not a proud boy if you're proud boy adjacent? That's what I just don't understand. You are. That's the problem. When Joe Rogan said the N-word 25 times out of 24 recordings, we knew something was wrong. You can't just apologize out of that. You can't say the N-word like David Cross just on his podcast with Mark Norman said the N-word. And Mark Norman was right. He was like, you can't say that. But he did. And look at this. This is Bobby Lee calling out the Austin comedy scene because this comedian is talking about how he knows he can trust you if he can say the N-word around
you. You know when like you're hanging out with another comedian, he says the N-word around you for the first time?
Yeah.
I like that. That's a little trust that I'm in the circle.
Here we go. Let's talk about this real quick, okay? I'm not with that, what you guys are doing in Austin.
Amen.
What do you mean?
Well, let's be real. I don't like some of the words you guys use freely.
He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Like what?
It's like edgelord. It's like
Not all of it.
I know, but
there
it's
is
becoming
certain-
so
Which, by the way, edgelord is like a shitlord. It's just somebody who's just nasty.
hacky to me that people you
100%.
guys use these words just for the shock factor. It's
100%.
like, I'm not into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think the R word sometimes, but I would never say the N word in any environment.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess we can't be friends then. But that is the Austin comedy scene in a nutshell. And that's why guys like Dave Smith, how can you, I just don't understand how they can be allowed to get away with this. But we're exposing it here on Samson's World, where court comedy and culture intersect. The LAPD case that I am following closely, I will be there in court here on Thursday. They were doing jury selection today. Mark Garagos, world famous lawyer, trial attorney, is going to be handling the case. And there's an officer tipping who what happened during a police exercise, a practice of some sort. Officer Tipping was slammed on his head. Pile drive is the word they use. Broke his spinal cord. He died 3 days later in the hospital. But why was he killed? Because there is a cover-up of a sexual assault that Officer Tipping was about to whistleblow. And they killed him. Allegedly. This is on the ledge of allegedly. This is intense stuff. But we will be following that case closely. Let me just see what else I have for you guys here. So far, I feel pretty good about this show. We've been jacking it down your throat. Whoa, easy, Sam. Let's see. We talked about the bikers. Yeah, I mean, this is just this whole thing with the Super Bowl is ridiculous. There's another, who's this football player? Ian Happ of the Chicago Cubs. If he hates America, keep him in Puerto Rico. Oh my God, people are just so dumb about this. Like, at least be smart when you say this stuff, because he's an American, guys. Also, this in the news, a stabbing reported at Bono's Hollywood Hills investment property. I wanna run. I want to hide. I want to tear down the walls that hold me inside. I wanna reach out and touch the flames where the streets have no names. Oh, I mean, Joe Rogan is just suffering, man, because he's just figuring out that everything he was talking about, he was wrong. Wrong. Well, Patriots, this has been an excellent episode today. I appreciate all of your time. Let me just double check and make sure we hit all of our stories that we want to give you guys today. I love you. Big show tonight, as I said, Hollywood Improv at Monday's. I will be there rocking the socks off the place. I hope you come through. Hit me up and I might be able to get you tickets. But that's 9:30 p.m. tonight. I hope you guys are doing good, and don't be angry. Don't be angry like this.
I can't do this anymore. Look at this trash. It's garbage. I've had it with these happy little trees. Screw it. To hell with this painting. I'm done. You hear me? I can't keep pretending.
Oh, no. Guys, don't be like that. Enjoy your Monday. I love you guys. Keep light, love, health, safety in your families. Keep doing you. Don't let anybody tell you anything. Live your dream, because nobody will see your dream. When you're manifesting your dreams, you're the only one who can see it. And even the closest people to you will tell you you can't do it. And it's because they can't see themselves doing it. But as long as you see yourself achieving your dreams, by golly, you will achieve your dreams. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to build this show to the biggest dang show there ever was. And that is an example of manifestation. Please follow me everywhere at Secret Service Sam. I love you guys. Hope you have a great Monday. Come see me live tonight. Let's do it. Monday Rays. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of the world.
Any freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?